Hey everybody, it's Agent, and as you can tell in front of me, I have a giant box for Decepticon Trypticon from the Titans Return line. Now, as you can tell, the box is absolutely huge, which gives you an idea of how big this figure actually is. He's actually got 3 different modes, as you can see from right here, and he comes with Decepticon Necro and Decepticon Full Tilt, ages 8+. We're just looking at the box real quick here. I know I've done this in the unboxing, but I thought I would just start with it as we get into the review. So on the top, we have Decepticon Necro, Full Tilt, Trypticon, and a couple of his base modes. You got Spaceship and City mode. And there we go. So there we have the writing. We got: some bots believe the Titan Masters hold the key to controlling the universe. Trypticon is capable of ending it. The towering Decepticon Titan is built for conquest, with a spaceship mode that allows him to travel between planets and a city mode that establishes a stronghold when he arrives. He is capable of single-handedly wiping out any target in any location in the galaxy. His appetite for destruction is rivaled only by his appetite for Titan Masters, which Trypticon consumes like other bots devour refined energon cubes. His own Titan Master servant, Decepticon Necro, hungers for something far more sinister. Decepticon Necro harvests the sparks of other bots, consuming the very thing that gives them life. Wherever these Decepticons go, wherever these Decepticons travel, they bring doom and ultimate destruction. So basically, summing up, this is a real badass dude. So as we go towards the back of the box, you can see that we have, now I'm going to have to back this up, we have him in the normal Trypticon bot mode. We've got Full Tilt, which takes 12 steps. We got Necro, which takes 1. And it's showing a little bit of the product shots. Base mode, Spaceship mode, which is right there, and on the side of it, it's showing the norm for the Titans Return line, that the heads will fit on these other things. You got Ramhorn, which is a separate Titan Master. A couple of the other bots, you got Misfire, Blitzwing, and Sky Shadow of this particular wave. So that's enough with the box, and we'll get you over, and we're going to take this in a couple different pieces. So as you can see, I got Full Tilt all the way back there, so give me a second. And as you can see, there is Full Tilt. So it's very purple. He's got a little bit of detailing. We've got his gun up on the top for storage. There's a couple stickers right there that are silver. A little bit of different paint. On the bottom we have silver and that same grayish color right there. Not really a whole lot of the bot showing, which is kind of cool. Makes it nice and easy. And inside, you've got Necro. So here we have Full Tilt, and just like every other Titan Master, he's got a little bit of head movement. Arms are on a ball joint, so you can go in and out with them a little bit, up and down. It's really hard to see because there is no paint on his face. Yeah, you can't really see a whole lot. He's got black visor, black face, no mouth, just a shield. He's got his one screw, very purple. He's got waist, knee, and he can kneel down, put his arms out, pray. Who knows? On the back, there is Full Tilt's head, or I should say face. Got a little bit of silver, red visor, face plate, and that is about it. And to transform him, well, before we transform him, I actually have a Generation 1 Headmaster, so you can compare the sizes. Yes, I know his arm is broken. That is very old. I've had that since I was a kid. It broke because I broke it. So to transform him, fold him in half. There you go. He's a head. Now, as for Full Tilt, there we got him. He's got wheels. He rolls really nicely. As you can tell, he went all the way to the end of the table. Now I got to get him back. There we go. Now to transform him, now we are going to do this a little bit quicker because There are already reviews out there for this guy and for Trypticon, so I don't want to take too long in doing stuff you guys have already seen a lot of. So to transform him, you take these bits right here, clip them down, go to the back, pull these out, pull the leg down like that from behind, get your finger in there and move his little crotch piece up to cover up the hole. Swing them around, make sure you close these up. These go all the way back like that. His arms just come down on a ball joint and just a swivel down in a ball joint. His hands come out on a click. And then this top piece right here, as you can see, we'll try to move this so that everyone can see it a little bit better. Just pull it around and down. And then you take Necro and plop him in there. So there we go. There we have full tilt. And there's his gun. Just like in the G1. That goes in his hand like so. Articulation, his head is on a ball joint, so 360. Shoulders go up and down. You got 360 of movement. You have an upper arm swivel, and you got a little bit of an elbow bend. So his elbow will go that far forward, and that's as far back as it goes. Legs are on a type of mushroom peg, so they will go out to the side. They go all the way forward, all the way back that far. Knee got a little bit less than a 90-degree bend. Forward, a little bit of a double joint. He's got no feet. Well, he's got feet, but there's like nothing to like, I mean, that's it. It's just the shape of the vehicle mode. And he's got an upper thigh swivel on a mushroom. So there he is. Nice and small. We'll zoom in on him. Whoop. And there we go. So
here you can see his ramp going up and all the nice detail on there. You got the transparent plastic going all the way up, and yes, it is smudged. I let my kids play with this because they really like the figure, which I can't blame them. I really like it too. So there we go, getting in there. We got all that nice detail all throughout, and I mean, it really is just a very well done figure for as big as it is. I am quite impressed with it. And there's his head hiding out back there. You got some details. All the shiny stuff you see are stickers, which there were a lot of them. And it took me a very long time to get those all in. And we saw the one side. Now coming up the back. Got the towers. And, you know, the same over here. There's Necro hanging out, because he does have a lot of the pegs. I mean, we could go over all the pegs. There. I mean, even up here, you got a couple on his legs, moved out. He does have these for if you have a leader class figure, which I do not have one out of the Titans Return line, so I will not be putting anything on there. I honestly was not very impressed with some of their alt modes, so I decided not to go with them. There we got that one. As you can see, very impressive. And we've even got a peg for him to stand back here. So, all right, moving back along, he does have that nice little gimmick where if you move this, he'll roll down. And of course I didn't do it very well. I'm scared because there's the ramp and there's the end of the table. So I really don't want to have him go flying off the table. So what we'll do is I'll go like this and we'll see if we can have him hit the camera. And of course, yeah. So how many times do you think this is going to take me to do? Just like that. There we go. Three times. Alright, so there we have that. Alright, so we're going to put the camera back down. I'm going to back up. And we are going to transform him
into spaceship mode. Now, and as I've said, everybody has seen this probably once or twice already. Super easy to do. First thing we do, flip that up. Move these just out of the way so we can flip these up. Bring that back down. Take Necro off. Up, down. As for the legs, well, before we move on to the legs, slide that down, pull it up. We'll get the legs in here, and they are not that difficult to do. Just go like this, line them all up, bring them back down, and there is a giant peg right here, which goes into a hole right there. So tilt the leg a little bit, and get that in there. And there we go, that's that. We'll flip out the wing. We'll do the same on the other side. Let me just go to the other side of the table. So, same thing. Pick this up a little bit so we can get the leg. Make sure you line up all the pegs. We're doing this from a distance, mind you, so there we go. Line up all the pegs. Put it in a couple clicks. Giant peg into there. Oh, did not completely line this up because of that post right there. Alright, flip out the wing, bring these down, and it doesn't say to really do this, but I like to bring these out. I just think it looks really cool. So, and of course by doing that we have more posts to put Titan Masters. Right there. There's another one right there. If he wants to stay, I'm not going to force him on, but you can put them on there. You can take full tilt, and the one cool thing, he's got a cannon up here. Nice thing about this is you can go like that, and this whole front end opens up and creates kind of like a little cargo bay, and full tilt fits right inside. You can close this up, and there you go. Nice closed up spaceship mode. So, and fly around the galaxy as a spaceship. He's quite large, quite heavy, but still really cool. He does have wheels on the bottom so that he can roll across. Works out nicely. As for Necro, like I said, you can put him anywhere. Look, we even have pegs here. We got pegs here. So wherever we even have a little spot that we can put Titan Masters down in there. So pretty cool. Take you guys off, give you a little aerial again so we can see what he looks like. Showing you the sideboard there. So here we got that. His little cannon that moves up and down. He's got that nice dinosaur looking face right up front, so it looks like he just transformed from him. That's his head. You got the cavity where I crammed him. He's just laying down on the job now. And of course some of the same detailing because this whole panel is just down. And there's his wing, his head, and there's his arms. There's the cannon, the city towers. Now you can put full tilt up on here, but I like to save that until he's actually in his dinosaur mode. Now, I would give you a size comparison, but as you can tell, I mean, that's my hand. I mean, that's my hand. I'm holding his foot. I mean, he's huge. So, I'll give you a size comparison once he's in his dinosaur mode. But as you can see, yep, very nicely done. There's his actual dino face back there. And we are going to put you back on the stand, and we'll go right into the dinosaur mode. And yes, I know he's not a dinosaur mode, but it's what comes to mind when I see him. So, moving right along. I want to make this a short video because everyone has seen this already. So, transform him from this. I like to move those up. Take these bits, put them in. We'll take that and grab full tilt out of here. Come on out. Come out and join us. There we go. Now he's got a hole right here and a peg right there. So, and this whole bit just kind of slides on there. And there's like a little spot, little indent that goes right in there. And then he pushes down. Gotta line them up though. Come on, where's the hole? And I don't think he's lined up. No, he's not lined up. Come on, line up for us. There we go. Now he's lined up. Now he's in. All right. So from there, take these big pieces. Now there is pull those out. I'm going to show this before I do it. So if we do this, you pull the leg out from there. Now there is a button right here, and as you can see, it moves this. That just kind of helps. So when you're transforming them, you make sure that's in. You don't want to just cram that in. You want to push the button, and then it goes in, and it'll hold that whole thing in place. And same with the leg. When you're moving the leg around, you put that in, and I like to push the button to make sure it gets in there. Just a little bit less wear and tear as you're doing things. That's the only reason I do it. So you move the leg, the foot up, and then we just repeat it on the other side. Push your button, pushing buttons. Slide the toe up. Now here's another thing. My hips on here, no issue. A lot of those guys, reviewers that had the before the pre-sale product, you know, the tester shot, the hips were bad. They were busting left and right. I have not had that issue. In fact, I think they went a little bit, when they fixed that issue, they went a little bit too loose, because sometimes it just wobbles, and when I'm trying to adjust things, he doesn't want to quite stay. Okay, so what we'll do is take the arms, move them down, right to there, take the head, place these like this, give it a little bit of a lift up so that it moves a little bit easier, give it a twist, and there goes the chest piece again. Just like everyone else's, it does not like to stay in there. Pull the arms off of the big peg that they're on, which I will show you is right here. Twist it around, adjust them. Same with on this side. Move it off the peg, adjust them. You can open up the hands if you want. Head, just adjust it down, and these bits go around back. So there we go. There is Trypticon in all of his massive, massive glory. He's quite large, quite large. We'll back up a little bit there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick you up. There we go, Trypticon. Now, the one thing I didn't do is right in the eyeballs, there's supposed to be 2 stickers there, but I decided not to put them on because they have this nice transparent eyeball, and it's got a little bit of light piping with that, which I really dig. So I left it. All right, so I'm moving on down. There is, I would mention the hole right there, and the peg that goes in there is right here on his arm. And then we got moving down. I like this little bit right here. This is one thing I always liked. They put that little bit of silver in there to make it look real nice. There's some more sticker detail right down to his legs, his toes. Got this in here for, you know, like the G1. Got full tilt on the chest. Got a nice gaping maw. It doesn't close all the way, which is all right. But inside of there, you can see he's got a couple little cannons moving around in the back. This little bit can be folded down. There's all the way down the tail. There's one of his wheels from before. More wheels there. More wheels there. Wheels are purple. Just like the G1, he's got thrusters on the back of his head. As you can see, there is a open spot, which what you do is you take Necro and you fold him in half, just like that, and you place him in there. Okay, so there's a place for him, just like there is for full tilt on the chest. But the cool thing about this is when you have him in there, you can push it down, and up pops his cannon, his nose cannon, his snot rocket. Yeah, that's kind of what it makes me think of. And that just goes right back down. You can push it again. There you go. You can take this out. You don't have to have Necro in there. It comes out really easy. No issues. You can just push it down with your finger if you want. It's up to you. I like him in there. Kind of fills that hole. Fills it in so there's no big empty brain cavity thing. Moving on down the other side. Push that down. You know, it's all just the same details all the way around. You can adjust the tail. It does come up just like that, and by doing that, it kind of made him stand up a little bit taller. So there you go. Now, as for articulation, you got a complete 360 on there. Moves out to the side. You got an elbow joint. Oh, see, now he's sitting. He's taking a squat. I'm okay with that. Elbow bends a little bit. You got your wrist movement. There's no tilting or anything. It's just up and down. The fingers, up and down. This lower one is not much. Just a little. Just a little. In case he has a scratch. Mouth opens up that far, head tilts back, which we'll get to that in a minute. On his legs, let me put you down and I'll do the legs. Put him on the side. He does have, yeah, everything's going to start moving on me. I mentioned this. I let my kids play with it. So it can do 360. This guy's heavy. You gotta do it with one hand. So, you got the knee joint, goes out like that, out like that. His legs do move around. He moves better going forward. On here, you got some ankle tilt. Very stiff ankle tilt, which is very nice. You can do some extra poses with him, which I will get him in one. I mean, please bear with me. This guy is big, he's heavy, he's very heavy, so you can tilt the ankles so he can go like this, just like that. I don't know why you would have him standing like that, but it's an option. It's an option. For me, preferably, bring him back in. I like him like that. Now, if you want to get a little bit more height out of him, you know, you bend that tail back like we had it. Move the legs straight up and down, both sides. Bring his head out, and there we go. Straight up and down. Alright, cool. So, besides that, one of his other gimmicks, turn that. One of his other gimmicks is if we go like this, and I'm sure as we were passing you saw the big old hole in his mouth. I'll bring you up to that so you can see it. It's got a big hole in his mouth. See it? Right there. So what that is for is they mention it, how he likes to eat Titan Masters. And that's what that hole is for. So what we're going to do is I have some Titan Masters. And I think what I'll do also is I will take Necro out of here. so that we can all see
him eat some of these guys. Get a nice close-up shot. Focus.
There we go. So, Titan Masters. Moving across there. Throw them right in. They go right in there. Oh. In. And they just keep going in. I think that's all the Headmasters I have, or Titan Masters. But what I do have, I found 2 of them. There is a third somewhere. There he is. I have some G1s. There's a G1. There's a G1. And there's a G1. And I noticed these guys fit in there too. And this is actually going to be the last one that fits in there. So, got all those guys in there. Now where those guys go is right there in the belly. Right in the belly. So the reason this thing opens up is not only so that the car can slide down, but when he's eating Titan Masters, and I got this standing straight up so there's not going to be any issue, you can see they go right in there. Focus. If I stop playing with the camera, maybe it'll focus. Nope. Not going to want to focus. There we go. So they all go right in there. This is just an empty spot. It could be a jail cell, could be anything, whatever you want to do with it. We just happen to grab Necro, and he can sit down there if he wants. The rest of the guys, just got to pull them out, and you can continue to feed. See, look at that. They all fit in there. There's a lot of them in there, huh? I have 12 Titan Masters and 3 Generation 1 Headmasters. So just so you can see the size difference, there's Necro next to one of the G1 guys. So almost half the size. Width is pretty much a little bit less, but these G1 guys actually fit in there. So I don't know if you're interested in that, but just so you know. But yep, so we'll take him. And as you see, it just kind of pops down in the middle. It's a cool little gimmick. It's fun. It makes things interesting. And there is that. So I did mention I would do a size comparison with him. And that's as much as I'm going to get back. We'll do a size comparison. I will leave him fully standing up like that. They mentioned he is the tallest Decepticon or biggest Decepticon that they have made yet, which I'm about to prove, because as far as I know, there's only one other Decepticon that's maybe as tall as he is, and that is Devastator from the Combiner Wars series, which I happen to have right there. So standing straight up, you can see that Trypticon is a head taller than him. So I'll get him out of there. The next size comparison I have for you is Fortress Maximus. I got this guy. I meant to do a review on him. I have not done it yet. And I have to adjust his legs. He toppled over on me earlier, so his legs were bent weird. Get that in there. So there's Fort Max standing next to him, and as you can see, Fort Max is a head taller than Trypticon, but I don't care. Trypticon's really, really awesome. I do not mind that at all. The size comparison for me is pretty good. Although Trypticon should be way bigger than him, or at least the same size. I don't mind. So, yeah. We'll do a little buddy. We'll make them into buddies. They'll give each other high fives. Yes, I have batteries in there. Woo, high fives. There we go. Or they're holding hands, whichever you want to do. So there we go. For watching. If you liked what you saw, please hit the subscribe button. Click the bell below so you get all the future updates and when I got next videos coming out. I do have more to do. I've got a whole table behind me full of guys waiting to get reviewed. And I do know I have a few that I mentioned before, which I haven't done. I have a Year of the Goat Soundwave, which I can do a review on. I've been actually just stalling on him because these new guys keep coming out and I know everybody wants to see them instead of the old guys. So keep your ears peeled. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, hit the like, hit the bell, leave a comment, let me know what you think. Guys, have a good one. Thanks for watching.